and welcome to Healing with Julie Bishop. In tonight's video, we're going to be talking about electrolytes, the importance of electrolytes, and what brand I chose. I've been on an electrolyte research journey for quite some time, and there's so many different, supplements and powders out there to choose from, and you have no idea really what you're getting into until you really start digging and researching into ingredients. Before I tell you what particular brand I chose, please make sure that you like this video, you subscribe, you hit that notification bell, and make sure that you're reading the description below and that you comment. So let's talk about, first of all, why we need electrolytes, why they're so important, and then we'll talk about what brand I chose. So, an electrolyte, we definitely can get that from some of the foods we eat or the fluids that we drink. But most people are so deficient in three particular minerals, and that's magnesium. And magnesium is a master mineral that you need so much on a daily basis. I mean, magnesium controls so much. I've been mind blown when I've read about, how your heart rate can be, low, your blood pressure can be low, you can have abnormal heart rate rhythm, you can feel fatigued and tired, and your energy just isn't up to par. So magnesium is huge. So you want to look for a powder with magnesium. The other two minerals that are really important are sodium and potassium. And a lot of people are depleted already in these minerals. So if you are someone who is like an exercise fanatic, you're a runner, you're constantly exercising, you're sweating a lot, you're getting in your sauna, you are typically depleting sodium and potassium. And so if you don't replenish with those, you may feel neurologically off, you may feel very fatigued, you just may feel not yourself. And so it is hugely important that you replenish with electrolytes. So now that we know that the main master minerals and the important key minerals for the electrolytes to be in balance are sodium, potassium, and magnesium, let's talk about how do we find a good brand. So I seriously have been through like 10 different powders, and I had no idea what I was looking for. I literally was just like, okay, it's an electrolyte powder, it has to be good. And of course it's raspberry flavor or it's lemonade flavor, so I am totally in. Well, when I really started digging down the rabbit hole of the ingredients, I started seeing, oh my gosh, this has so much sugar in it. This is not good for me. This is not organic. This is a GMO product. This has natural flavors. This has citric acid. And I'm like, how are they selling this stuff? And honestly, there were a few times that I was taking certain powders, and I won't go into those particular brands, but I was feeling worse. And I'm like, well, no wonder. So now after probably, like I said, 10 different powders, I have finally found one that I like. I do not affiliate for this company, but I do want to show you my products so that if you are looking for a good electrolyte powder, you'll know what to look for. So this company is called LMNT, Elemental Labs, and there is 1,000 milligrams of sodium, there is 200 milligrams of potassium, and there's 60 grams of magnesium. And I love it because there's no sugar, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's paleo, and what I love is that it comes in this little packet right here, super cute little packet. And so you can just pour this into your water. Now, I drink Kangen Water. If you don't have Kangen Water, that's totally fine. You can put it into your bottled water. I prefer that it's not tap water for various reasons, and that's another YouTube. But it's one little packet, and you will feel a difference once you drink this, and you can sip it throughout the day. You don't have to gulp it down all in one setting, but you definitely want to replenish, like I said, after exercise, after the sauna. And it's something you can do every day. Sometimes I will actually do an electrolyte drink before bed, and I will notice that my heart will not race. It'll calm me down. I'll have less anxiety and I'll sleep better, because usually my electrolytes are off from my sauna use, because I use my sauna 4 to 5 times a week. So if you are not replenishing with an electrolyte, please do so. Now let's talk about this particular packet. Those are the only 3 ingredients in here: magnesium, sodium, and potassium. Now here's what I found in these other powders. And people just start looking at powders and they're like, oh, this has 5-star review, I'll buy it. Okay, things you want to stay away from: cane sugar. That is an absolute no-no. I don't care if they say organic. Anything that is initiated with cane sugar or sugar in general is horrible. You are just feeding parasites, you are depleting oxygen of your cells, and you're going to feel worse. And there were a few powders I took that I honestly felt worse, and now I know why. Citric acid. Every single company uses citric acid. Honestly, this company uses citric acid if you choose one of their flavors. So if you use LMNT, Elemental Labs, that I have chosen, you have to make sure that it says raw, unflavored. And so it's not going to have a flavor. It's going to taste pretty salty, and that's okay, but you do not want to use a flavored electrolyte, which brings me to another point. You'll see all these companies saying artificial sweeteners, natural flavors. Well, that sounds great because you hear natural flavors and you're like, oh, well, that's amazing. Well, natural flavors is a hoax. It's nothing more than a man-made chemical. It's just like putting aspartame or some sort of sweetener that you don't need. So please stay clear of any kind of flavored electrolyte. Please stay clear of citric acid. Citric acid, friends, that is Aspergillus niger, which is known as black mold. And I know that's hard to believe because you're sitting here saying, well, why would a company do that? Why would a company put Aspergillus niger into a powder? Well, you know what? I can't really tell you all the particular reasons, but I'll just leave it here. Why do they spray our food with glyphosate? Why do they put arsenic in our water? Why are there other contaminants in our water? So the answer is read between the lines. I don't want to sit here and get into conspiracy theories, but it is not good to have, these particular contaminants. It is not good to have citric acid into your electrolyte powder. So stay away from cane sugar, stay away from artificial flavors, natural flavors, artificial sweeteners, stay away from citric acid. So I hope this video has found you well. Please make sure that you are drinking tons of water daily. In general, you want to be drinking at least half of your body weight in ounces. So I'm 145 pounds. I want to drink half of my body weight in ounces. And if you're not, you definitely are going to feel, like I said, sluggish, tired, and you're just not going to be yourself. And especially those of you who are in the sauna, you're working out, you're even taking, vigorous walks, you have to replenish. So again, the company is LMNT, Elemental Labs. I will have that link below so you can find them, but make sure you only get the raw, unflavored in this particular electrolyte. So again, have a great night. Thank you.